so I probably said something that maybe I shouldn't have said. Looking back at who I am, I probably shouldn't have said that. That's what would be nice if you do it. But none of y'all do it. Y'all feel like y'all get to run off at the mouth and say whatever you want, no matter how vile it is, because y'all just wanted to do it. But everybody else, you get to attack them because they said something you didn't like, even though you won't do something as simple as context. What was the context in which I said what I said? Like, again, I haven't forgot what you said about Kanika Jenkins. I'm going to answer your question. So whenever you're ready to ask me that question. But why can't you or any of y'all realize that, well, we do say things in public and we're saying them without a script. So sometimes we may say something that if we look back at it, he probably shouldn't have said it. There was no reason to joke about my daughter's ass and soap going down it. She's 11. There's no reason to sit up there and tell people a lie that I was bathing with my daughter at 8 and 9. These things are also untrue. There's also no reason for you to sit and say that it is completely wrong for a man to bathe his kid. No man would do this. It's okay if their mom would do it, but not men. Because now you're making men out to be predators. And I can show you a commercial that's out right now for soap where the dad is showering with his kid. It's a commercial.
Hey, do you want to know why literally hundreds of thousands of investors are getting their advice from Motley Fool Stock Advisor? Well, it's simple.
We gotta stop, you and me, man. We gotta stop trying to make men out to be predators. Like we can't be around kids, but mothers can. Brother Polite's ex-wife still breastfeed her 5-6-year-old, but ain't nobody calling her out on that. Ain't nobody saying she's a horrible person. She just gets to do it. Why do you think women are able to do more shit against us?
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you agree with her breastfeeding a 5-year-old milk?
No, I think it's weird. Here's my thought was. I said, when I saw that picture, when your kid has teeth, when your kid knows what those are and knows that they're not just feeding tools, when they see them completely different, that's the time to stop. That was always common sense in our household. When you're doing something innocent and the other person is not taking it as innocent anymore, that's when it's time to stop. That's it. When you want to protect kids, that's the best thing to do.
It is my thing, you know.
But I'm saying nobody's calling. Think about all the stuff these women are doing today.
My phone is echoing.
I know, bro. What I'm saying is, look at all the stuff these women get away with, and we say nothing. Look at all those women who were taking naked photos with their grown-ass kids, and how many of us called CPS on them? Do you know that True Freeman tried to get my children taken out of my house during Thanksgiving break? Do you know this? They flew here to Arizona.
I just actually found out who True Freeman was.
Mm-hmm. They flew here to Arizona, man. And when they flew here, he was trying to make it to where calling CPS, even if it was temporary, they would have had to arrest me because of the charges of I'm fucking my daughter. Even though you can see my daughter, and I know everybody love their kid, and you probably love your kid, I ain't seen a happier child than mine. I have not seen a happier kid than mine. And most Negroes know that that child is well taken care of. But they trying to fuck that up because they don't like what the daddies say online? What's the logic in that? That's who you're backing. You're backing a man who stalked me for 18 months.
When it comes to children...
Go ahead.
When it comes to children, I don't believe in playing the child welfare game. I don't agree with none of them games. That's not my thing. I personally feel like if two men got a problem, they need to fight it out. That flagging YouTube pages and Facebook, run around flagging people's pages. I think that's corny. If you don't like somebody's content, don't watch it. That's the bottom line to it. All the flagging pages and people watching each other and watching they don't like each other, I think it's corny. Where I come from, we don't do that. If I watch somebody's show that I'm not really into, it's because I'm trying to be educated on a topic that they're doing that somebody else put me on to, or they put me on to some shit that I don't want to watch, and I'm like, all right, you put this in my inbox, let me see what's going on. I don't run around just watching people I don't like. I don't understand why people do that.
Do you understand that a black woman...
I know that Tommy Sotomayor fans and Tommy Sotomayor people. I understand that Hassan Campbell's fans and people, we got different followers for different reasons. We do different things. You like you say, you're a shock jockey. The reality of it is, one of the last videos that you did that I seen, that was actually shown to me, because I don't be coming to your page for no reason. People will send shit to me, and when I listen to how you talked about black women and black girls, it was crazy. You make it seem like black women, as a matter of fact, you said it, black women are the ugliest things on this earth. And I'm like, yo, which state do you live in?
But hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me ask you something. Hold on. Whoa. Let me ask you a question. Serious question. If I feel like black women are the ugliest women on earth, I'm one man. Am I not allowed to think that black women are not as attractive as somebody else? Seriously, am I because I was born black, I can't say that, is what you're telling me?
But I am going to say, I can't tell you what to say, but the way you coming across as a black man, to me and others, you come across like somebody that's basically trying to entertain your white followers or people who hate their own kind.
Okay, but I should be able to do. But wait a minute. But I should be able to do that. But why wouldn't I be able to do that? Just because I'm black, I ain't got to think like you. Y'all kill each other. Y'all are literally murdering each other. But you're trying to tell me how I shouldn't speak. Do you hear what you're saying? It's okay for you to assault a black man. It's okay for you to threaten one. It's okay for all that you doing and True Seaman doing. That's fine.
Tommy,
go ahead.
How do you know your feet are in really bad shape? You come home and you just want to rip these things off. Oh, God.
When you say y'all, it's like you separating yourself from your own people. You are part of that y'all. You us.
No. I mean the y'all who believe that part makes you cool. No. You need to... I mean the y'all who believe that physically assaulting other black people is okay over disagreements. Y'all think that's fine, but how dare I say
Tommy,
black women don't look...
to whoop that woman's ass. Tommy, I seen that video with you on the highway. You was damn near about... Matter of fact, you told that woman on the highway that you was going to get truck and you was going to get your gun. I got the video. You was willing to go get a gun for a female that you was arguing with over a traffic violation, and you talking about people talking about fighting?
Hold on.
You threatened that woman with a gun. I got my gun in the car right now. Is that not what you said?
Yep. And let me explain to you, since like normal people would want context, which I asked you at the beginning, but apparently you only want people to get your context when you do something. There was a simple couple of videos that explained exactly what happened. The woman told the police, well, before the police came, she told me, I'm really sorry, because we were cordial. I'm really sorry I hit your car. We had exchanged information before the police came. She said, I didn't see you. Once she said that, I was fine. So the police shows up. When the police shows up, he asked her questions. And I didn't mind. I stayed by my car. I figured you separate us, you ask what happened. And I figured what she was going to be saying was exactly what happened, what she told me had happened. So after she asked him questions, after he takes her statement, he doesn't ask me any questions. I said, hey, brother, aren't you going to ask me any questions? He said, well, I don't need to really ask you any questions because it's less than $1,000 worth of damage on the car. I said, less than $1,000 worth of damage? I'm like, what kind of law is that? Apparently in Texas, if it's less than $1,000 worth of damage, he won't write a report. But if he's not going to write a report, why was he taking her information? So I told him, well, she gave you her side. I saw you writing. I should be able to do the same thing. As I said that, she walks up and said, I don't know why, because it was your fucking fault. I said, what? I said, you literally just apologized to me for hitting me. No, I didn't. He said again, well, sir, like I said, it's less than $1,000. I can't take a report. My response to him at that point was, dude, this truck costs over $100,000. What do you mean it's less than $1,000? Look at the damage. The 2 tires are busted. He then says, I don't think you paid $100,000 for that truck. I responded, no. And then she said right behind that, he can't afford $100,000. So at that point, now I'm irate. He finally takes my story. I walk back over to my truck because he says he has to go. Everybody should have been gone. The only person that should have been there left is me because my tires were broken. She could have driven off. Instead, when I'm over at my car at that point, I'm now filming my car for damage. That's what y'all saw. Me filming my car for damage. She then comes over and yells into my camera as I was saying, this is where the lady hit me. It's your fault, nigga. And that's when I said, hold up, bitch. Back away from me. When I said I will go to my car is when she said prior to that, you wonder why folks be shooting y'all, cops be shooting y'all down in the street. And that was my response to her. But don't tell me how to respond to somebody that almost knocked me off of a fucking bridge and then turned around and told me it was my fault after apologizing to me, and then had the nerve to interrupt me filming my own car by my car. Because remember, if I was going to whoop her ass, I would have whooped her ass. I asked her to get away from me, and I have every right to ask her to get away from me and threaten violence if you won't do it. That's my space. Now, if you don't understand that, that's fine. But you had no problem calling that woman who told you about my videos in the first place. You had no problem calling her as many bitches as it took. And she didn't do nothing to you personally. She didn't touch you. You didn't see her.
Listen. Explain something to you about me, if you don't know. First and foremost, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm one of them self-righteous dudes. If you get out of line with me, if I see you in the streets and you disrespect me, I'm going to fuck you up. People can sit up there and say poopy pants and all the rest of that shit that you call me. I'm the type of dude that'll take my foot and kick anybody in their motherfucking ass that disrespect me, man or woman. If a woman is a man enough to jump in my face, I'm going to beat her ass too. I believe in domestic violence. I'll fuck anybody up that disrespects me.
Well, then why would you question what I did then?
I'm going to give you peace.
Why would you question what I did then? She was in my space, sir, and as soon as she walked off, I said nothing. When she walked off, I left her alone. All I wanted was her to leave me alone.
The only reason why I question what you did is because you'll sit up there and point out things about other people like me, for example, and say, well, he said this or he said that, but you do the same thing.
I don't do the same thing. This was an individual in my face.
Seem like you the type of person that...
Brother, this was an individual in my face. And even then, after I did it, my audience will tell you, after I did it, I said, I should not have done that. So unlike y'all, when I do something wrong, I can step up and say, at the time it made sense. Looking back on it, it was stupid. Domestic violence, but when you made a video about me, you was pointing, you kept calling me.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
I apologize to you inside out, but the crazy part about it is I had so many people come to me and say, yo, you apologize to Tommy Sotomayor? What the fuck, is you crazy? And the crazy part about it is the Tawana Allen chick, the same chick, she told everybody she stopped dealing with me because I apologized to you, but she was cool with Israel Doctrine after he went on your show and was dealing with you. And I'm like, isn't this ironic?
You see where a lot of this shit started, brother?
But anyway, it ain't even about them.
But brother, did you see where a lot of this shit starts at?
I apologize to you because I attacked you.
No, I was saying, do you see where a lot of this shit started?
Because I attacked you first.
Right, but do you see where a lot of this shit started? You had a woman in the center of some men. Let me tell you something what they don't want to see, Poppy. They know that if you, me, other men get together and talk about real issues instead of stupid shit, things will change, right? We can change a lot of stuff. We can make a lot of stuff different. Crap. I think I did something wrong. But guys, we can make a lot of stuff different if we do it right. I think I accidentally tried to put the phone in the message and I accidentally picked up, guys. So I'm sorry. Where's the callers at? Crap. I don't know how to switch the lines now. Can you hang up? Can you hang up, dear? I accidentally picked up the phone. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm hearing some people yelling in the background. I don't know how to... Can you hear me, Hassan? Hassan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. There's some... Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I've done something wrong, because... Okay. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. But I was trying to say, my bad. I was trying to say, don't you think that what they're doing is making sure, if you notice, it's always women in the midst telling us about, check this out. We'll go over there and we'll make this guy fight. And we'll make this guy fight.
A man's job and a man's role is to be a man. So once you see that people are playing certain roles, then we don't deal with them. But here's the reality. Before this conversation and this phone call ends, here's the role that I'm going to play. I hope and I pray, because I heard your mother and father, the pastor, and I'm somebody that try to be a spiritual man too. I hope and pray that you and True Freeman can find some type of peace and peace out your situation. I hope and pray you, Tommy, as a man, will stop letting people push you to do negative things or say negative things for shock value that they think it's entertainment. They like to see you beefing with your own people. Me personally, I know sometimes we have to fight certain fights amongst our own people and amongst others, but I hope for the most part, I'm the type of person that I hope and I pray for you as well as for myself that we can move away from degrading our people and uplift our people. You have a platform that's way bigger than mine, and I have a platform that's growing every single day. And at the end of the day, I hope and pray that we can reach some of these children that's being neglected in a household. I hope and pray that we can save some of these families that don't have a father structure in them. Instead of tearing them down, I want to uplift them. You have a powerful platform. Freeman have a platform. I have a platform. Shanetta have a platform. Israel Doctrine has a platform. It's either we going to be righteous men or unrighteous men. People can sit up there in the chat room and call me whatever they want to call me, but the way I'm going to end this conversation, when it ends, is trying to make peace amongst everybody instead of sitting up there saying, nah, fuck True Freeman or fuck Tommy Sotomayor. If you got a righteous bone in your body, and you believe in the Most High, God, Jesus, whoever you pray to, Allah, Buddha, only thing I'm trying to appeal to anybody and everybody that has a righteous side is to stop instigating shit. Because the reality of it is, when you got people that's 40 and 50 years old in the chat room and all they sit up there saying is, well, poopy pants this or Tyra that, we grown men. It's time to start acting like grown men and not acting like children, because there's a lot of children that's watching. Our babies are killing babies. And at some point in time, we got to stop that. And some of our babies are killing babies because they've been molested, because they ain't got no daddy in the home, and another dude that came by and then fucked their mom and fucked them too. And at the end of the day, we grown men. When I live this life, at the end of my life, when I die, I want to fight for a cause, and I want to make changes in people's lives. So the people that feel like they disrespected me or whatever the case may be, the work that I'm trying to do, I just begun. I'm only a baby at this. I may die today or tomorrow, but my main objective is to change, to make changes in this world. And that's it. I'm not sitting up here. I'm not going to keep going back and forth trying to tear Tommy Sotomayor down. Now I'm trying to appeal to the righteous side of Tommy Sotomayor, True Freeman, Israel Doctrine. I have an ignorant side too, but I also have a righteous side. So that's the note that I'm trying to leave on. I'm not sitting up here. I don't care if not one person in your chat room follow me, because the reality of it is everybody that's egging on the beef, that want to see Tommy be disrespectful or want to see Poppy be disrespectful, I don't want those kind of people following me. Those are devils.
So if that's the case,
I don't need the devil to follow me. I need righteous people to pray for me.
If that's the case, why is it then when I reached out to you with peace?
Tommy?
I said, if that's the case, why is it that when I reached out to you with peace, you responded with yet another video talking about me, which is what they wanted you to do, instead of doing what made sense, which was us talking about the issue that you are passionate about?
I've been waiting a long time for this, McManus. Enjoy hell.
Sorry. All right, let's cut.
I tell you what, as a man, when you text me to this number, your number, the next time I got a problem with you, if you're a righteous man, this is only if you're trying to be a righteous man, a better man, somebody to uplift your people. If you're trying to play the role of a devil, then by all means, understand righteousness and unrighteousness cannot mix. My job is to be a righteous man. Sometimes I fall short on my path. I'm not perfect. I come from the streets. Some of the things that I've been through, people couldn't even walk in my shoes, and I wouldn't want them to. So now, me trying to be a better man, what I am telling you is, I hope and pray that you and True Freeman can learn to respect each other and each other's families and overcome your situation. Because the reality of it is, we all got to go back to the essence. We all got to go back in front of the Most High. We are going to die. And I firmly believe that we're going to stand in front of the Creator, the Lord of the heavens, the Lord of the earth, and we're going to have to answer for what we do. And I personally don't feel like entertaining some of these clowns that don't have nothing better to do, that I personally feel like it's CIA agents, FBI agents inside these chat rooms just egging people on, saying stupid shit. You 50 years old, 40 years old, talking about poopy pants. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Who does that? Grown people act grown. And this is the reason, when you sit up there and you talk about how reckless the African-American children are, the black youth, how they killing each other, look at the audience that's following you and how they talk. Poopy pants? Grown people don't talk like that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Okay.
Sometimes...
Whoa. But I watched your comment section, and you watched them too, when you were talking about me. You think that it's okay for them to call me soda moisture, crispy? You think the shit that your audience was saying was mature? He probably sucked dick. You think that was mature?
Nah, it's not. It's wrong.
Come on, man, but don't do that then. When you talked about somebody playing victim, you literally just tried to say that my audience is doing one thing, and do I think that's okay? When your audience was doing the shit to me before I knew you existed.
Tommy, what I'm saying today is wrong. Whether my audience do it or your audience do it, the bottom line to it is, it's wrong. Now, as men, we can decide, because at the end of the day, we all got to look in the mirror and face the man in the mirror and see where we going with this, who we going to be. Am I satisfied with what I did yesterday, or am I just hiding my videos because I know I said some wrong shit and I don't want to lose no followers? Me personally, I don't give a fuck about the followers. Because I know people are full of shit they fake. So I don't care about your followers or my followers except the ones who are righteous and who really cares about the real topics. The people that subscribe to me for the drama, I don't give a fuck about them. They scavengers. They savages. And just like you said in your video that I played, you said the majority of your followers were dumb. And I agree with you. The majority of your followers are dumb because at the end of the day, there's so much righteous work that needs to be done out there, but they rather just listen to you talk down on people, be disrespectful, and crack jokes like, for example, when you sat up there and said, Mexicans got the nastiest bodies in the world. After 13, they're washed up. That wasn't right to say. It was real fucked up. It wasn't right. And you know it wasn't right. Some of the things that you say, you being raised with a pastor, a mother and a father that's righteous in the church, you know better than what you're doing, Tommy.
You know what I can't do? You keep doing this, deflecting. When you said about my fucking daughter, about her ass looking good with soap running down her crack. So how dare you to try to act like me making a joke saying...
I didn't say it look good. I asked you...
I made a joke like any other comedian makes. The point is I was trying to say Mexican women got shitty shapes. That's my opinion. And it was a joke. But if you don't get the joke, that don't give you the fucking right to try and tell me my audience is dumb when your audience is believing that you actually give a crap when you threaten people for no damn reason. But then you put up a video saying stop the violence. You are literally an open hypocrite. You went on a dude's show, and then you just said on my show you believe in domestic violence. You think that was okay? Do you think the females watching your show who believe in you think that's okay? Especially when you try to talk about my history, talking about he's been to jail for domestic violence. You just said domestic violence is okay. Make both of them make sense. You don't hear me doing stuff like that. Okay. You can't call out my hypocrisy like that. Like you can't. You can't say, today Tommy said this. Yesterday he said something completely opposite.
Let me correct you. First and foremost, I never said domestic violence was okay.
You did!
What I said was, as a woman, if you jump up in my face, that's when I believe in domestic violence. When you jump up in my face, you motherfucking right. And now listen, see, one thing about me, you can record this shit 1,000 times over, because the difference between me and you said you never said that about Sandra Bland, and you did. You said I never said that.
You said you never said that about my daughter, and you did.
Me? I don't give a... Listen, what I said about your daughter, personally, and this is what I'm going to say. From the videos that I watched, I was under the assumption that you took a shower with a child that wasn't her newborn baby. It was a child that was too big, like you said. When you realized that Alice was looking between your legs, you realized it was the mother been stopped, and then in the video, from the way it sounded in the video, she was 8 years old or around that time. From your videos, not my videos.
No, it didn't sound like she was 8. It didn't sound like she was 8 years old when the video was made before. It didn't sound like she was 8 years old when the video was made before she was 8 years old. Jesus Christ. You know how old she is. You know when her birthday is. Go see when it was put up. Just like... But that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't even do y'all research. Just like that lie you've been telling that I be taking videos down. No, I don't.
Listen.
My my shit gets flagged down. My entire channels will be flagged down.
Right.
I don't take no videos down. If I put up a video apologizing to you, it stays up.
All right. Did you apologize to me ever?
No, I was saying if I were to do that, I wouldn't take it down because
apologize to me. You know what I want you to do? You know what I want you. You know what I want you to do.
Please don't ask me for nothing when you came at me for no reason.
Listen, you don't have to apologize to me. Listen. What I would ask for you, as a man who has a righteous side, if you have a righteous side, I would ask for you, and True Freeman, to find some type of peace. That's what I would ask.
Nigga, I've been asking. The same way I reached out to you is the same way. The same way I reached out to you is the same way I reached out to him. Is the same way I reached out to other black folks. That's why it makes me mad to hear you sit up here and say you do this for white people when my audience is full of black folks right now. When I go meet somewhere, it ain't nothing but black folks walking up to me, and yet you get to say something that's untrue. What if I just got in here to slander your name? Just to say shit that's just completely untrue and say, well, the only reason that Hassan is doing these videos is because he's actually helping pedophiles. How would you like it if I kept saying that? No proof, then just slander your fucking name because I want to. Because every one of y'all who keep saying he's doing it for the white people, then go after the damn white people I'm doing it for. Because they're the ones paying me, remember? But y'all don't. Y'all go after me. That makes no sense. And then they keep telling that lie, and I want you to stop telling that damn lie that the majority of my audience is white. The majority of my audience is black. You can see it every damn where I go. Negroes, comment section, Negroes, phone calls, Negroes. Before you got on the phone, how many white people did you hear me on the phone with? Not one. It's not right. Y'all slander something I worked my ass off for, and you'd feel this way too. You work your ass off for something to have people try to fuck with you that you don't know. Because they believe you bashing black folks. What the hell? You go after some white people then. David Duke got a channel. Ain't no niggas making no videos about David Duke, huh?
I don't even know who the fuck David Duke is.
That's my point.
I don't know who the fuck he is.
That's my point. You should probably know who that is.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to go find out who David Duke is. I'm gonna make a video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find out who he is. Because obviously, if you brought his name up, he must be talking about some shit. Then I'm gonna find out who David Duke is. Because me personally, I don't give a fuck about a David Duke. But what I am saying to you is, as a man, as a righteous man, the bottom line to it is, you have a platform. And this is the note that I want to listen to what I'm saying to you, Tommy. You have a platform. Tomorrow's not promised to none of us. We can have a heart attack. We can get hit by a car. We can die. The last thing that I want to be remembered for is, one, trying to do a last act of good. You have a platform where you can reach so many people. A lot of times people say social media is a platform. Oh, it's just YouTube. It's just talk. No, social media, your words actually save a life. Instead of tearing the person down, and I can do the same thing. So the only thing that I want to say to you, and I want you to remember me for, what I did in the past is the past. What I want everybody to remember me for is trying to do a good act. Trying to save somebody's life. Trying to uplift somebody, because at the end of the day, when we die, the only thing we're going to take with us is our good and our bad. The money is not going nowhere. We're taking our glow. That glow that you have in life, that shine that people love, that attract people to you, our good deeds, our bad deeds, this is what we're taking. We're not taking nothing else. So I don't want to be remembered as a man that attacked you over your daughter. I want to be remembered as the man who apologized for some of the wrongdoing that I've done, and at the same time asked you as a man to wake up your better side, your stronger side, and start helping people, start helping our people, because we need it.
Let me ask you something. Can I ask you something?
Everybody on this earth, and we still going through it. Go ahead.
Know that in one summer, I took 5 single mothers and gave them whatever their kid wanted. Did you know that every year we put out anywhere between every year we put out anywhere between $10,000 and $30,000 just for women suffering from cancer, breast cancer. Black women, not just women, black women. And it don't come out, and I don't talk about it with them. I do it myself. You know that this year I was going to Puerto Rico, me and my daughter, to help feed the homeless. Did you know that I've given out probably over $10,000 to $20,000 worth of camera equipment to black folks, computers to black folks? Do you know that even True Freeman's son said that his kids haven't had Christmas until this year when I helped him out? Do you know there are black women who I hire who work for me and dudes who without me they wouldn't have a job? Did you know there was a black woman in New York by the name of Evie who I helped relocate from New York in the bad area where she lived to Florida? There's a woman right now, and I'm not going to say who's suffering from cancer and was going to lose her business had I not given her 2 months of money to stay afloat. We needed 2 months. Who else have done this? You name one of the Negroes, any one of y'all Negroes going after me. You tell me what y'all have done for them same black people that you claim I hate. How many of them call y'all show and say you saved my life, you saved my house, you saved my car?
I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit right now, but I'm not going to give you too much. You know why I'm not going to give you too much? Because from what I believe in, when you tell people about the good deeds that you do, the Most High rewards you from them and not him. What you do, you don't do for the sake of people seeing, but you do from the kindness of your heart. But I'm going to give you one thing. I'm going to give you a couple. Just a couple. What I do. For one, I'm raising a child right now. Actually, a couple of them that were runaways. One of them is about to graduate out of high school right now, this year. Not only is she about to graduate, but she's working a job. And she's doing really, really good. A runaway. I'm proud of myself. I've taken in runaways, or rather, troubled teens that was in the streets, that came to my house, that stole from me, that totaled my wife's car. Not only totaled my wife's car, but got into car accidents with my child in the car, almost killed my child, and the police gave my child back to me and said, we could have took your child. Even though this man this young teenager was supposed to be driving my car, was supposed to be sitting there waiting for my wife to get back to the car out of the store. I've taken in teenagers, family, sleeping in hallways. I don't like to talk about what I do. But what I do, I've jumped in front of guns and stopped black kids from killing black kids and almost lost my life quite a few times. I watered down my reputation in the street. I went from being the shooter to the dude that's actually squashing beefs in neighborhoods and making these young boys put their guns down. Now, I don't want to keep on talking about what I do because I'm not looking for people to say, oh, he's a good man. I'm looking for the creator, the masters of the heavens and the earth, to sit up there and say, you know what, I'm going to keep having mercy on his soul. I'm going to forgive him for his sins, and I'm going to keep him protected. Because some of the things that I've been through in my life, I mean, at the end of the day, Tommy, I've been in jail multiple times for homicides. I didn't have a regular life like some other people. I don't know what it's like to live like these people that sit up there and laugh and think certain shit is funny that I wouldn't laugh about. So if I make a mistake as a man, I'm willing to clean my mistake up, but I'm also man enough, like I said, to try to make peace. But not only to try to make peace, it hurt me to my heart to know that True Freeman, I don't know True Freeman. I don't know him. But it hurts me to my heart to know that him and his son is enemies now, and his son is on your show. The same way when I heard what what he said about your daughter, it fucked me up in my insides. I didn't like it. As a man, me talking to you, once again, the only thing I look for as men, us black men, we are the bottom of the total pole. We can talk about our people and slander them as much as we want to, but until we decide to put our messages out to uplift our people, our babies, the youth is out there killing each other because they've been molested, because they've been abandoned. And the bottom line to it is, you sit up there and you attack black people, but what you leave out is the fact that the dope that we have in our community comes from Afghanistan. And it started with Ronald Reagan and Bush. White people. Ronald Reagan and Bush. Every corner in an African American community has a liquor store.